Good morning, everyone. It's Francis. It's 10:41 a.m. It's Wednesday, and this is a video cut in preparation for tonight's radio show, Collision Course, on freedomslips.com/revolution radio from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. Tonight's special guest with me on Collision Course will be none other than TerralO3 and Envylife904. I hope to be able to talk about Comet Elenin's path over the next couple of months and walk through the events with Terral and Envy. That is my hope. And we're going to get right into this video. The first part of this video is going to be my latest image of Comet Elenin, taken on August 23rd. This is the actual image that was taken at 3 a.m. from Houston, Texas, which was 6 p.m. in Victoria, Australia. I used the Gross-009. This here is a star. This fuzzy area here is Comet Elenin. I was only able to expose this image for 180 seconds, so there is no real definition. We have a fuzzy ball near this star. What I need to do first is flip this image. Okay, and then we're going to move this back, because when I lined up the image with Google Sky, I had to invert the image. So now we have the star at the bottom and the fuzzy area at top. This is the actual image without any retouch. That's what was on the image. And we're going to just do some adjustments. Let's lighten it up. Let's see if we can darken it up some. I'm going to zoom in like I normally do. Comet Elenin is right next to this star. If I was to get more exposure, we'd get the nucleus somewhere here in this dust cloud. And I realize this isn't a good image of Comet Elenin, and this object right here is a star as seen on Google Sky. Let's see if I have that. Oh, I don't. These are just... These are my place marks here. That's what these are. That's not the image that I wanted. Anyways, I did an image of Google Sky and compared my image of where Elenin is. And it is, these two objects here are stars per Google Sky. So this fuzzy area here is what Elenin is. And I was able to get coordinates from the fuzzy area that's here. And it is in the location that it's supposed to be in. Let's see if we get a little bit closer to it. Let's see if I can get any definition out of it. All it is really is a fuzzy area, a fuzzy ball near this star. What's interesting to me is it really doesn't seem to be dimming the star out at all. It seems to be still very a small object to produce that amount of reflective light for 180 seconds. I'm going to zoom back out again. I can look at the other parts of the sky. You see, there really is nothing else here but our enlightened area right by the star. I'll auto adjust, see what that does. That's an auto adjust, you really can't see it. You have to really start darkening it out. I'm going to switch colors now. Go to a reversed. It's much lighter. I need to darken it up. Get it centered for you a little bit better. Pull it in. Now the star's a little bit elongated because of the exposure time. But that black object is not Elenin. You really can't see it there. You just start seeing it show up here. I'm going to keep darkening it up. This area right here is the comet. Poor image. But it's definitely the comet, because that's where it's supposed to be. That's definitely a star right here. Now you'll see it all here. You see all these ringlets. There's just ringlets everywhere. Ringlets, 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 distortions, image distortions. I'm going to go ahead and switch another color. Let's go to rainbow. So, as you can see, this image isn't going to produce any answers for us, really. It's going to show us that there's a hazy spot near this star. Pretty much this distortion all above the star. That star is not Comet Elenin. See if we can get to the blues. Do an auto adjust. So that's basically my report from my latest image, is that this fuzzy distortion here behind this star is Comet Elenin. I've placed a place mark in Google Sky, and I know you're seeing these rings here, but these are distortions, and it actually breaks up a little bit. It's like right there almost on Comet Elenin. Let's go in a little bit closer, and I'll center it and adjust a little bit more. I'm not going to try to make this video too long, so we're going to move right on. I mean, that's what I saw. I have really no clarity in it at all. That's what it looks like from far away. That's what it looks like as you're getting closer. Okay, let's move on. I'm going to shut this down. That's Comet Elenin from August 23rd from Gras -009 from Officer Observatory and Victoria, Australia. Okay, let's get out of that and not save that. Let's go up to here. See if I can center these. Please bear with me. It's what I have to do to bring this to you. Okay, what we have here is 2005 YU55. Today, August 24th, it is 0.876 AU away from Earth. It's over here. I've lined up the next three images so this lines up. That, let's see if I can bring that. Well, that's weird. Let me let's try this. Okay, that works better. We have YU55, Comet Elenin. Here's Comet Elenin up here, which is 1.13 AU away from Earth on August 24th. And we have Comet Levy, which is 1.18 AU away from Earth. 1.184 AU away from Earth on August 24th, Comet Levy. 1.13 AU away from Earth, Comet Elenin. 0.876 AU away from Earth, YU55. The reason why I have these together is I want to, we'll see right now, Asteroid YU55, Comet Elenin. YU55, Comet Elenin. Now I'm going to go ahead and skip right forward to September 11th. Let's go back. September 11th for Comet Elenin is perihelion to the Sun. There it is, right there. We're going to go back and go to YU55 and take it to September 11th. It's right there. I want to flip back and forth. There's Comet Elenin. There's YU55. Comet Elenin, YU55. Okay, those are pretty much in alignment with the Sun also. So I'm showing you that because I'm paying attention to this alignment to see if there's any interaction between Comet Elenin and YU55 that might alter YU55's orbital path. From 9/11 for Comet Elenin, I'm looking to see if anything occurs where there's any breakup in between here and it gets in between the Sun on September 20, between the Sun and the Earth on September 26th. Here goes Comet Elenin. Now it's in between the Earth and the Sun, September 25th, September 26th. There's an alignment. So in between September 11th and September 26th, I want to be paying attention, see if YU55 is, if there's any change. As YU55 is moving towards September 26th. There's YU55 on September 26th. So Comet Elenin is definitely moving faster. And we're going to see if any interaction over those days with the two. And why that would be important now is when we come up into the Virgo alignments, which are going to, here's the, well, let's get to September 29th. There's September 29th. YU55 is over here. Here's the Sun. And Virgo, our constellation Virgo, and all our alignments with Venus and Mercury, we're all looking toward the Sun, past Venus and Mercury, into Virgo back here. And I'm going to show you what's going to happen next on my other computer here, what's going to happen with Virgo around those dates. And I'm going to switch to a new computer, which is down here on Stellarium. Let's see if I can do this at all with any type of quality. I can see that it's going to be hard, and y'all are going to have to bear with me. I'm going to zoom out. Let's see where we're at. Let's get this as best we can. Okay. Okay. Let's just do this. You'll have to bear with me. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Don't forget that tonight on freedomslips.com from 8 to 10 p.m. Collision Course is my radio show. We'll be on for 2 hours, and my special guest tonight will be Terral and Envylife. And we'll get to walk through a lot of this, a lot of what I'm talking about today, and get their opinion on it. Now, I don't know how if you're gonna be able to see this very well. Okay. What we have here is Leo. This is today, and I'm going to go ahead and bring this date marker down. Uh-oh, do I see that my screen is all... Anyways, the date here is August 24th. I hope you can see it. And I'm going to run forward in time. So it's today's date. This is what it looks like right now, 16:29, 16:30. So 4:30 this afternoon. The sun is right near Regulus. Regulus is here. Here's Leo. And I'm going to start clicking forward some days. 25, 26. And you see the sun is moving. You see Leo's sinking. And you can see the planets. Here's Venus. There's the sun. There's Regulus back there. Mercury's a little bit out of the screen, but I'm going to keep moving forward. September 1st, 5th, and we're going to move forward. And what's coming into play here now, this is Virgo. The sun's very near the tip or the head of Virgo. There's Venus. Saturn is inside of Virgo's body. I want to keep going. 14, 15. Okay, I'm going to go right up to the 29th. Okay. What you have is the sun on the shoulder of Virgo. Mercury is right here, right next to it. You have Venus and Saturn inside the belly. And as we move forward, you're going to see Venus come out, cross that plane, October 4th. And then the process keeps going. There goes Mercury. There goes the sun being born through Virgo. And then on November 11th, you'll see that Saturn is born, and it's below the horizon. So what that's showing you is it's just showing you the simulated reenactment of the passages from September 29th, where Comet Elenin is on the crown of Virgo, the sun is on her shoulders, the planets are in her womb, prepared to be born over the next month and a half. And those are some of the alignments that I'm going to talk about tonight on the radio show, some of the alignments that I'm paying attention to. You saw earlier the latest image of Comet Elenin, which was nothing but a fuzzy ball. And we looked at the comets Levy and Elenin and YU55 and the interest around September 11th and any interaction that happens with YU55 and Comet Elenin. I guess what I can do and show you my face and say hello, because I'm going to end this video so that I can get it up. I was going to do a whiteboard. I think I'm going to hold off and do a whiteboard a little bit later. I don't know if that's going to work, or if you're going to see my head, or what you're going to see. This is probably a terrible video, but it's got to be done. Alright, hey, it's me. You just saw me go with the computers, simulation, latest picture of Comet Elenin. I'm interested in the interaction between YU55 and Comet Elenin around September 11th, September 12th, September 13th, and the Virgo alignments and the passage of the planets through their normal orbits through Virgo's belly and out between her legs, basically. The reason why I'm interested in the comet and the astro alignments is because I'm thinking that if the alignment and the deals with Virgo have any meaning, or if anything was going to show up, that maybe there'd be something happening before the September 29th, so if you go back to September 11th, 12th, and 13th, when YU55 and Comet Elenin might have a chance to interact because they're in a line with the Sun, I'm going to be paying attention to that date. I'm going to try to take some more pictures of Comet Elenin. I have to wake up at 3 a.m. in the morning, because at 3 a.m. in the morning in Texas, it's sunset tomorrow in Australia, if you can understand that. And Comet Elenin is still available to be seen with the telescopes there. I'm getting input from my circle of friends about what to be paying attention to, if there's coordinates that I need to look at. There's always new images occurring to be looking at, so I'm constantly looking at new images and trying to figure out for myself what's going on. I, of course, know that we had the 5.8 earthquake in Mineral, Virginia yesterday. You know, I'll tell you, I'm originally from Massachusetts, so this year we had tornadoes in Massachusetts. That is, mind-boggling in itself. This year we've had earthquakes in Mineral, Virginia, mind-boggling in itself. We're looking at Hurricane Irene, because that potentially also has a chance of hitting New England, so that's my connection with New England and the events that are going on that are absurd, just like the 33 days of 100-degree weather in Texas that we're enduring. Like a lot of the other parts of Texas are breaking records. We're all breaking heat records, records for length of time under heat, earthquakes. I cannot explain that to you, or I don't, honestly, I don't have a reason that I'm tying into my astronomical research between the two. I know that all this stuff is happening on Earth. I'm paying attention to the things that are going on out in space. I haven't made the connection. I've made connections to the events on Earth with things other than Comet Elenin and the comets and the asteroid and the Virgo alignment. I've tried to associate the galactic plane, the energy that comes from the galactic plane, with what's happening here on Earth. I recently watched Alex Retrov's whiteboard discussion, where he says everything is going to hell. The West Coast will fall into the ocean, Japan, Australia, the whole Pacific Rim. Those are dire predictions. Those are the predictions that we're looking out for. Those are predictions of events that we're looking out for. I'm not looking out for the predictions. I'm looking out for the events and the triggers that are going to really put the camel on the back. We're already going through regular events that are putting straws on the camel back that's going to break it, whether through heat, through extreme weather, whatever. But we don't have that imminent object flying in from space going to create havoc through our atmosphere into our planet. I'm looking at the comets and Virgo for that object, but I have not found it. I have not found Nibiru. I have not found an object that is imminently going to hit Earth. Continue to watch the objects that are slated to pass us. I'm looking at how they're interacting. If their interaction is going to change what we see them as right now. The risk still is Comet Elenin going to break up? And if it does break up, what does it do after that? Does Comet Elenin on September 11, 12, 13 grow in size in coma and be able to reach all the way back and touch YU55? Will Comet Elenin's tail excite to a great degree that it will interact with Earth on September 26th? I want to remind you that Comet Elenin and YU55 are on two different levels, two different heights. So they're aligned. If you look from above, they're aligned, but if you look edge on, they are of separate heights. If that is important to you, that is true. Also, when Comet Elenin is in front of the Earth, in front of the Sun, it'll be a couple of degrees off our ecliptic, so again, it'll be up a little bit, which is higher than the full distance from the equator to the top of the Earth, so it'll be physically above the Earth. Tonight's radio show, Collision Course, freedomslips.com/Revolution Radio from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. we're going to have Terral and Envylife on the show. I want to walk through the events. I want to start even today, or we can go all the way to September 11th. I want to go September 11th, September 12th. I want to hit all the important dates, talk about all the objects involved, and get some clarity as to definitively that after the conversation, I'll walk away knowing that I'm thinking of Comet Elenin as a comet, and that Terral is either thinking of Comet Elenin, as I see it, as a comet or as something else. So I still want to define where everything is, because Terral's Nibiru dwarf star is in a different part of space than, let's say, Arizona's dwarf star that's out 8 AU. We're all covering the weekly astronomy report from Francis at the Perfect Minds. This is the preempt video which leads into the discussion for tonight. Please call in, talk to me, ask me questions, give me things to look at, make me think. If you come to the show tonight, remember that the radio show needs support. It's listener supported. There is no Channel 8 government support. There is no private support. And the only way we're going to have freedom to talk is on places like freedomslips.com. So I'm going to get off. This video is already half an hour long. This is Francis. You're all my friends. I hope you enjoy watching what's going on. We are still continuing to work on the Cosmic Obsession Observatory. There'll be more updates when we get more work done, definitely this weekend. It's very hot right here. I'm having to have my AC repaired because it's so hot down here in Texas. It's just overworked. So there are things going on. I hope everyone's safe earthquake-wise. I hope everyone's safe heat-wise. I hope that in the upcoming weeks, days, weeks, and months, that for my sake and everyone's sake, that if something's going to happen, there will be another type of revelation, whether we get to see Nibiru for real, I get to see Nibiru for real, or something else that tells us there's imminent danger. Because without that, in my mind, I mean, danger does have the opportunity to sneak up on me, because I have to wait for that evidence to arrive at my doorstep, and it hasn't yet. So, other than that, no real big news, except it's going to be a great show tonight, and we'll keep talking about what we're talking about. Stay safe. Remember, if you go to the grocery store, get a couple of extra items. Remember to have a supply of water. Think smart. Be fit. We'll see you later.